I'm Yvonne from Growing Old Disgracefully.
I'm Marie from Midlife Dramas in Pyjamas. You can find us both on Facebook.
And now we've come together to bring you inspirational stories from midlife and beyond in our podcast,
Hear Me Roar!
Hello. Hiya. So we were having a chat before we started recording. I had a good rant on my page today because a woman had written an article about someone swearing or people swearing in front of her children. And she was quite rightly annoyed about that. But one of the things she pointed out was that it was even a woman over 50 who, Marie, did your
That
stomach
was my
just
stomach.
go?
I hope the microphone won't pick up my stomach.
I think Timbuktu picked up your stomach. Anyway,
Marie's
yeah.
obviously hungry.
Yeah, I think it might be cake time.
I think it might be cake time.
O'clock. Yes, so I was having this rant because this woman said, even a woman over 50 swore.
Oh,
and
bloody rude.
I know. And it annoyed me, that kind of even a woman over 50, like a higher standard of behaviour is expected of us, A, because we're women,
And B, because we're over 50.
older. Yeah. So
what a load of buggery bollocks.
I know. So I had a really good rant about that.
You did?
And I said, it doesn't matter your age or your gender.
If you're going to swear, you're going to swear.
No. Ultimately, you reach an age where you've gone through the menopause, you've gone through all the kind of like the sweaty bits,
all the crap,
the anxious bits, you've done all that. And you get to the point where you just don't give a flying fig anymore.
Exactly. You have no more to give, basically.
Yes. And you'll pretty much say what you think. And we all turn into we all get a bit more gobby.
Yeah, I think we do.
As we age, don't we?
We're not prepared to put up with idiots anymore.
So, but I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't be respectful, but at the same time, because you're a woman over 50 doesn't mean that you automatically are behaving in a certain way.
Yeah, we're not automatically going to start filtering ourselves and wearing a twin set of pearls and going around with our little fingers stuck out as we drink a cup of tea.
Well, I do. I mean,
well, that's
but yeah, no, I just got a bit ranty this morning.
Rightly so. We can't be labelled just because we're over 50. We are back full of decorum and grace.
Yes.
Nah.
Okay. But we are talking today with a lady who is full of decorum, grace, and an absolutely indomitable spirit.
Yes.
And she genuinely is an incredible woman. Name's Barbara Barnes. She's a former primary school teacher. She's 84, nearly 85 years old. She's been a Justice of the Peace, which she'll explain to us, no doubt. A member of the board for Alzheimer Scotland for 10 years, a Vale of Leven Citizen, and she was awarded the British Empire Medal in 2013. So from 1999, she started doing amazing things to raise money for various charities, including Alzheimer Scotland, the Stroke Association and Talking Newspaper. She's done 5 abseils, 6 zip wires, a skydive, 3 sponsored walks and 2 fire walks, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah. So for fun, she has also climbed Ben Lomond and Sydney Harbour Bridge. She's gone gliding, had a helicopter ride, and at age 70, she did a wing walk. So, and at age 85, she is carrying on. So let's go and meet Barbara Barnes for this episode, Flying High in Later Life. Hello, Barbara. Lovely to meet you.
Hi, Barbara.
Thank you. Hello, ladies. Hi, ladies.
Oh, it's really nice to meet someone who has done some fairly fantastic things, and I don't think you've ever let age stop you either.
We're actually in awe of the things you have done.
We are.
Actually, regardless of your age, we're in awe of the things that you've done.
Yeah, exactly. But you started off life as not obviously started off life, because then you'd be born a primary school teacher, but you started your working life as a primary school teacher. Tell us a bit about that, Barbara.
Yes, well, I Actually, I started off life in the civil service for when I left school. I was nearly 19, and I went to Ministry of Labour in Manchester for a few years, and then I got married and came back to Scotland and had the 2 boys. So I went to college and trained to be a primary school teacher. I went there while the boys had just started school, and then I went to the school that they were actually at, and I was there for all of my teaching life, which was great. I loved it. Yeah.
Wow. So
I
you
still
actually
see
taught? You
Sorry?
actually taught in the school where your children were
Yes.
pupils?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I did. Yes.
That must have been handy for keeping them in line.
Well, yes. The younger one was sometimes he got into a bit of, bother. Well, not bother. And he used to be thinking, oh gosh, what will she say? And I still see some of the pupils that I used to teach. In fact, I saw one yesterday. I was buying my house insurance locally, and the young man that I was buying it from said, oh, you used to be my teacher, Mrs. Barnes,
Oh,
and
so nice.
I still see them, but unfortunately they've grown up and I don't recognise them. I have to say to them, excuse me, give me a clue. What's your name?
Definitely.
Well, you must have taught a lot of children if you were there for your entire working life.
Yes, I was. Yes, it was great. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
Marie used to be a teacher as well.
I did.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I started life, so to speak, as a primary school teacher. But it's very different now to what it was like.
Indeed it is. Indeed it's
Indeed
it is. Yes. I think I might be in sort of a dispute with some of the things that are happening nowadays.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's quite weird. It's a different profession to the one that we graduated into.
Without
I would
a
say,
doubt.
absolutely.
Yeah, it is indeed.
So we're dying to know some of these many varied things that have happened to you over the course of your life. So we're going to start off with, you were made a Justice of the Peace. Can you explain what that actually is?
Well, it's similar to a magistrate in England. We take court cases that are, we can still send people to jail, but it's not very often that happens. It's more disturbances, breach of the peace, and occasionally theft, different things like that, So, but normally, I remember one time there was a young chap came in front of me, and it was Christmas Eve, and he'd had community services, he'd had this, he'd had that. It was for disturbance outside, and I thought I had no other option but to send him to jail. And I sent him to jail for 14 days, so he was going to be in jail over Christmas. And as he was going out the courtroom, he turned round and he waved to me and he said, thank you, ma'am, because he was going to get his Christmas dinner. He was going to get and I thought, that's meant to be a punishment,
Well, if he was going to get a lovely Christmas dinner, I guess every cloud.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
I'm just
Another
imagining.
time, there was one of my ex-pupils came up there, and that was a bit difficult,
Oh dear.
However.
That's what I was going to say. I was just imagine one of your ex-pupils coming up and it'd be like, oh my goodness, Mrs. Barnes, I thought I'd got rid of you.
An odd time, you think to yourself, I didn't think I would see you here. Another time, it was somebody else. You think, I just knew you'd be here at some point. Just the way they were.
Oh, goodness me.
So not only are you a Justice of the Peace, but you're also a Vale of Leven Citizen. Is it Leven or
Leven? Vale of Leven. Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Sorry.
It's just through my community work. Somebody nominated me for the Citizen of the Year, which was very kind of them. Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to get onto your community work in a bit. But
we want to talk about the cake first.
Yeah.
The Royal Garden parties, because we're with jealousy. We would love to go to a Royal Garden party.
Yes, it was at Holyrood in Edinburgh.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and I got to take. In fact, Gordon went with me at one point, and unfortunately, the day that Gordon went with me, it was pouring with rain.
Oh,
we went to shelter under one of the canopies, but it's very interesting, very interesting. Another time I went with another friend was with me, and she was in a wheelchair. And Prince Philip came across, and he was really interested in the wheelchair. He was asking her how it worked, etc., etc. You know, so it was all very nice, yes, lovely.
It's a huge honour, isn't it, for community service?
It was very nice, yes, very nice. You have to get all dressed up, of course, you know.
Yeah, did you have to wear a hat? We need to get invited.
I know. It's on my bucket list.
Actually, we don't, because I look awful in hats.
Well, just don't wear one.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinators are out now as well.
Good. Right. That's what I'll wear.
I know. And that's not the only honour, because you've also got the British Empire Medal, the BEM.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
that was.
But did you have to go down to Buckingham Palace to get that? Is it?
No, the British Empire. No, the British Empire Medal is given locally. So that was done at the council chambers, and it's the Lord Lieutenant of the county that gives you that. Yeah.
All right. Still a massive honour. And this is what we're kind of moving on to. We want to talk about some of these amazing community things that you've done that have led you to be honoured in such a way. Yeah. Much of what you've done, and I believe for decades you've been doing this, is raising money for charity, in particular Alzheimer Scotland.
Yes, I've been involved with that since 1986, because both my parents had dementia.
Right.
And my father's two sisters also. So my parents were from Yorkshire. They came up. I was born in Scotland, but my father came up to work here in a local factory. And they moved back down to Yorkshire after they retired. But unfortunately, I was an only child. And when they both got dementia, well, father, first of all, we had to bring them up to Scotland to live with us. And in those days, there was very little help available outside of, the family. So, and of course I was still teaching, so there wasn't much in the way of local care available. So it was quite difficult. So that's how I got involved with the local carers group for Alzheimer Scotland at the beginning. And I'm still involved with them. We have a choir. It's called the Every Voice Choir that meets every fortnight. They are absolutely amazing. It's for people with dementia and their carers. And they come from the local care homes as well in their wheelchairs, and they absolutely love it. There's 70 of them in it, and it's absolutely brilliant. I just provide the tea and the coffee and a wee blether.
That's very
afterwards,
important.
Well, it's held in my church, so I go down, I open up for them, and make sure the place is ready for them to come to. We had a concert last week, the summer concert, and it was absolutely packed because there was 70 in the choir, and then there was the audience, which was about another 70. So it was great. And the choir master that takes it, he's so very good, because sometimes you've got them. There's one lady who's in a wheelchair, and she just whistles all the time, whistles and shakes, and he doesn't bother. That's part of being in the choir. It doesn't bother him at all. So yes, it's a great.
It's all inclusive. Then it has to be all inclusive, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So what are some of the other things that you've done in the past to raise money? I know you've done some quite daring stunts.
Very daring.
Yeah, well, I've done the one absolutely amazing was the wing walk. I have to say that was absolutely super. Unfortunately, you couldn't do it for charity, but people gave me donations, and I gave it to Alzheimer Scotland. So although it wasn't a charity fundraising thing, it was absolutely amazing. I was flying over. It was done in Cirencester, down in England, and flying over the fields, and there was men working in the fields that were all waving to me as I was passing. It was lovely.
I think we need to explain that you're currently 84 and you were 70 when you did this wing walk.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about somebody in their 20s and 30s. That's doing a wing walk is amazing on its own, but to think that you were 70 as well. And you did it for your birthday, is that right?
Yes. Yes, it was a birthday present from my sons. Yes. They stood and watched me.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. One of the interesting ones too I did was I climbed Ben Lomond, which is not too far from me. Two friends and I, we climbed Ben Lomond, and it was quite funny because it took us so long to climb it. that my husband was phoning the local hospitals to see if we'd had an accident.
Oh no.
Took us ages. And when we came back down, we passed a field. It was full of Highland cows. And my other two friends, they were not going through that field with the cows, So they went through another field and ended up thick with mud. I just passed the cows and patted them on the side.
You just have this natural bravery, don't you? Because you wouldn't get me walking through a field of cows.
It's just good fun. Yeah.
You have done a skydive, haven't you?
I did. Yes.
Yeah. When was that?
That was in the 2001. I think that was 2001. I think.
What was that like?
Amazing, absolutely amazing. I had to go a few times. The weather has to be right. So we did. It was at Strathallan that we did it there. The worst bit of it is when you come out, fly out. Of course, the other chaps on your back, and when you come down, the worst bit is you come flying down, and then of course the parachute opens, so you shoot back up again. Before you... So that was the. But no, very interesting. Yeah, lovely.
So let's talk about your abseils. You've abseiled down the Marriott Hotel, the Forth Rail Bridge, Drumkinnon Tower, the Titan Crane, and the Falkirk Wheel. You obviously love abseiling.
Yes, I have. It's, the first one I did was the Hilton Hotel, and that was with some ladies from school. We all did it, and we called ourselves the Angels of Aikenbar. We came down, we had wings on our back. Yes, it's yes, I've done a few abseils. They're quite good.
Yeah,
quite enjoy those.
You must have raised a heck of a lot of money for charity over the years.
Probably. I've never counted it, but
have you not?
No.
Wow.
No, a few thousand.
Yeah, I've bet a fair few thousand.
Because you don't raise money just for Alzheimer Scotland, am I right?
No, I don't. No.
You've raised it for the Stroke Association and Talking Newspaper?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
That's right.
What actually is Talking Newspaper?
It's a recording for the blind people, and you record the local news, and then it comes in. It used to come in a tape, but now comes in a stick, and it's recorded every week, and it goes out to people that are blind. Yeah.
Right. So is that provided by your local newspaper or library or?
Well, it's getting more difficult because the local newspaper is not in print anymore. It's only online, so it's very difficult. So it's only going out fortnightly now, unfortunately, because we're not able to get the amount of news that's needed.
Yeah.
And of course, people that are blind have got access now to other means of communication. So it's not as needed now as it used to be.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Sense.
A lot of people who are blind use technology to read whatever's on their screens now, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Taking you back to what you were saying about what spurred you into raising money for Alzheimer Scotland and some of the absolutely amazing things that you've done. You talked about your parents having Alzheimer's dementia. Were you scared that this might happen to you as well?
Absolutely, yes. I always base myself on my mother's sister, who lived in Scarborough, and she lived to 107.
Wow.
And mentally she was, so I'm basing myself on that.
Yeah.
But it's frightening, isn't it? If you think there's a genetic link, that can be really frightening.
Especially when you get to your 80s, you do forget things, I forget names, people's names, etc. But my friends all say it's the same for them, so I don't feel quite so worried about it.
Yeah.
Well, we're in our 50s and we forget things, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time. Brain fog. Did you have conversations with your family about what you wanted if it did happen to you?
Yes, I do. Yes, with Gordon. Unfortunately, I've just got Gordon now. My other son died 5 years ago. Gordon now, he's got power of attorney for me if I get diagnosed, with dementia, yes. Mm-hmm.
And I know Gordon is an absolutely brilliant son to you.
Yes, he is.
And he's up and down the road all the time, making sure you're okay.
The fact he lives in England, I know, is if there was something wrong, he'd be in the car and up here as fast as he could,
Difficult conversations to have, though.
It is, yes, it is.
Anyway, on a cheerier note.
Tell us about your firewalk.
Tell us about your firewalk.
Oh, the firewalk, yes. Well, the first one I did was in St Enoch Square in Glasgow. That was for Alzheimer Scotland, and it was absolutely amazing. It was laid out, it was just coal, on it, and there was a band there, and they played, and you had to march along across the the firewalk right across. It was really good. But the second one I did, someone had set it up, and it was like wooden chips. That wasn't good. Because you couldn't, your foot sank into the wooden chips as you were going along it. So that wasn't good. So I wouldn't do that again if it was wooden chips.
No.
So
No,
how do you not get burnt?
Yeah, well, your toes. I did a couple of blisters on my toes, but I got across it as fast as I could when I realised what was happening. That wasn't a very good one.
do you have to have special shoes on?
No,
just bare feet.
You did bare feet. Bare feet.
Yeah.
Walking over hot coals.
Yes.
Is there a technique to avoid getting burnt?
Run.
Yeah, you run. Run as fast as you can.
Right, okay. So it's a fire run rather than a fire walk then.
Yeah. How long is it? Is it like just 2
I would
feet
think
or-
it's about, about 2-3 metres, I would think, right about 3 metres. It's not very long, But,
long
yeah.
enough?
So that's about 10.
Long enough.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And have you ever done an activity that you've been scared to do?
Let me think. Not really. No, not really. No, I can't think so. No. I wouldn't do a bungee. No, a bungee jump. I wouldn't do a bungee jump because I don't.
Right.
The bit shooting back up again. No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. No.
For me, it's the bit where you're at the edge
You have to jump
and
off.
you have to jump off. That would scare pants
Yeah.
off me.
Yeah. It's a bit like, because you've done zip slides as well, haven't you?
Yes, I'm doing
Zip
another
Zip
one
line,
in
yeah.
the end of August. I'm doing another one. Yes.
Sorry, you're doing one this year? Wow.
Yes, end of August. Gordon's
about?
doing it with me.
Oh,
Gordon's
is he?
doing it with me, and my 2 granddaughters. His 2 daughters are doing it as well.
Wow.
Whereabout are you doing it?
Across the River Clyde, up in Glasgow.
Right, okay.
From
And
the
is this,
Finniss and Crane across to the other side here.
is
That's
this
for the local? No, it's for the local children's hospice.
right? Okay.
How do you find all these different causes that you want to
Well,
then...
just pop up somewhere. You see that they're doing them. I'd think, well, okay, we'll give it a go.
That's
I'm not able to. I couldn't do walks anymore. I used to. I've done quite a lot of walks, but I couldn't do them
Yeah.
anymore because I've got very painful feet. So I can't do those anymore. But
Right.
whatever I can do, I'll give it a go.
Do you have a favourite out of all the things you've done?
Oh, the wing walk.
It's pretty
definitely.
special. Yeah. That must have been.
It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Do you
It's,
actually walk or are you just strapped on?
No, you're strapped on. There's a rod, and you stand in front of the rod, and there's a wire holds on, and you just hold on to the wire, and the plane goes all over. So
Right, okay.
you're just standing upright the whole time. Yeah, he does. Oh, he did all sorts of loops. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you think that you'll ever slow down?
Do you think you'll ever start
No,
saying no?
Not if I can help it. I suppose I'll come to a stage maybe where, for example, I can't do walks anymore because I know I can't
Yeah.
do that. But anything that involves me being upright and okay, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're heavily involved in volunteering for lots of committees as well, aren't you?
Yes.
There's no slowing down going on.
No. Oh, it's boring. It'd be boring. Just no. Can't do that.
I love it.
And that's kind of one of the things that we were thinking about when we knew that we were going to be talking to you, Barbara, was should we allow age to limit us? What do you think?
I don't think so. I mean, if the person that's doing it is confident that they're able to do it, I don't see why it should be age limited. I know sometimes for the likes of the wing walk, you have to have insurance. So that probably would be age limited. Probably they wouldn't allow me to do it now. Possibly not, but That's the only one that was insurance-wise was needed.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
What are you ladies going to do next then? You got one planned?
Oh, which, you know,
What?
we're
This list?
nothing as brave as you. No, I'm kind of about to start doing running, and both of us have been asked to appear on stage at an event in London called Pause
Lovely.
Live in October. And I think it's fair to say both of us are quite nervous. Brown pants time.
And we're just standing
Yeah.
on stage for 20 minutes. You know, our feet will always be on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, we're always happy to try and do new things, but I'm not sure I could do it on the scale that you've done it, Barbara.
Oh, well, give it a go. You can never say no.
Yeah. So you're a local
Yes.
hero, a local hero.
Oh,
Yeah, and
don't
rightly
know
so.
about that, but
Well, you are, and you've done just absolutely amazing things. And this episode is called Flying High in Later Life, and you're certainly doing that.
Definitely. So it kind of brings us up to our last question, really, which is your cocktail, Barbara. We asked you to think about a cocktail. What have you come up with?
well, my cocktail is called Scottea, and that's SCOTTEA. And it's a combination of Scotland and Yorkshire because it's whiskey and Yorkshire tea, which is my favourite.
Wow. That's a really interesting combination. You don't put milk in the tea, though.
Not in that one, no.
That would be a bit yucky, wouldn't it?
I don't know that I would fancy that, to be honest with you. But
No, that would be a bit gross, actually, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So it's whiskey, Scottish whiskey, just mixed with black Yorkshire tea.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
milk.
We can make that. We can
Yeah.
have a go
Yeah.
at that. Yeah.
We're actually going to make all of our guests cocktails. So
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know about that one.
We'll have a go at it. We'll see what it's like.
we'll try anything once, like I say, as long as our feet can stay on the ground.
Yeah. Well,
Very
thank
good.
you very much, Barbara. It's been
Not at
absolutely
all.
brilliant talking to you. So thank
Not
you
at
for
all.
taking the time.
And we absolutely are in awe of all these amazing things that, no doubt, because we're absolutely in awe of all these things you've done.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And best of luck for August.
Thank you.
Well,
Thanks
we
a
will
lot.
look forward to that.
Thank you. Thanks, Barbara.
Okay,
Thanks
thanks,
very much,
ladies.
Barbara.
Nice to
Take care.
meet you.
And you.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice to meet you. Bye.
Thank you to our guest this week. And thanks for listening.
And we look forward to roaring with you again.